Gladiators Assault was released in November 2007. This set introduced the Gladiator Beast, an archetype that focuses on battling, then tagging out by shuffling themselves back into the deck after doing so, and tutoring one another from the deck. Notable cards in this set include Gladiator Beast Bestiari, Necroface, Test Tiger, the Imprisoning Mirrors, both light and shadow, and a card that would help redefine the format, Gladiator Beast Terraclenos. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series.
You guys getting used to seeing me here yet? Oh, man, I'm just saying, it feels great in the winner's circle again. I'm going to open up a club. It's going to be called the winner's circle, you know? And there's only going to be winners allowed. So Alex, sorry, bud, you can't come in. Who would be a good bouncer for the club? I'm thinking Scrap Golem's got the body to be a bouncer for that. Scrap Golem, my boy. Today we're opening Gladiators Assault, an exciting set because Phantom Darkness and 5Ds is literally right around the corner. The game's going to completely change from there, but this is also just a monumental set. We've been pretty lucky with this wheel hitting those tournament packs. There's no wild cards I want pretty much ever. So if I can keep nailing these tournament packs, which today we have Champion Pack 2 on the line, I'm going to be excited because Champion Pack 2 has a lot of crazy stuff. So again, not looking for any of the common, rare, super, ultra, even the secret wild card. I'll pass up on it. Let's get those Champion Packs. Let's spin that wheel today. Lovely. You know, it's just that luck keeps pulling through, dude. Let's open some Champion Pack 2. We got 3 packs of it. There's some nutty stuff. So Champion Pack 2 has a lot of cool stuff. There's Ring of Destruction, Magician of Faith, even a chance of Morphing Jar again in a rare slot. That's crazy. We got 3 packs of these babies. Let's hope we nail big. Pack number 1, flip them up. Yeah, that's not impressive. That is a basic Champion Pack 2 right there. It's okay though. We got 2 more. Let's flip them up again. Give me a goodie. Damn, dude, really? There's so much good things. Ring of Destruction, Thunder Dragon, which I don't have any of those. Jar, please just let me wrap it up with at least a rare, man. Give me something good. Oh, it's gotta be a super rare. It's gotta be a super rare. That's not Magician of Faith. That's whack. I already have 3 Smashing Ground, but hey, at least I have an upgraded rarity now. And Thunder Dragon was also something in here. Neither Alex or I have any Thunder Dragons from earlier openings, so it would have been cool to pull multiples, but now I just have 1, which is useless. So, hey, a little bit disappointing of a Champion Pack opening. Could have been crazy, but you know, we'll take it. It's not that bad. That is just what happens when the heart of the cards comes into play. But we got Gladiators Assault today, 24 packs. Let Alex tell you all about it.
We have to win this match. I refuse to let Gage go 3 in a row because I will never hear the end of it. To be fair, I went on like a 7 or 8 win streak at the beginning of the series, but that doesn't matter because I'm not going to let it get to that point, and I'm going to do everything in my power to ensure that that does not happen. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now on Gladiators Assault, which was released on November 14th, 2007. Already at the end of 2007, man, these episodes just seem to fly by. Gladiators Assault, of course, it is in the namesake, released the Gladiator Beast monsters. The first wave of them anyway. There are several new waves of support that come later on, but we get the initial first set of them, and they are actually pretty good. What made Gladiator Beast such a formidable threat was their ability to just tutor into any one of them at will. Basically, as long as they battled either by attacking or if they were attacked, they shuffled themselves into the deck, then special summoned a different one from the deck. And the thing is, then that monster had some sort of ability based off of which one you summoned. So for instance, Murmillo, if it's summoned off of a Gladiator Beast effect, you can pop a monster on the field. Bestiari pops a spell or trap. Laquari becomes 2100 attack, which is pretty sizable to be fair, and it's already base 1800, so it's not even bad to start out. Hoplomys becomes 2400 defense, which is a pretty sizable wall if you really need to play defense. Demakari, I believe, can attack twice. Secutor allows you to special summon 2 Gladiator Beasts, which is pretty crazy, and there's plenty of other more support cards we'll cover a little bit later on. There was some more 6 Samurai support in Gladiators Assault, and Nishi, Sheehan's counselor, is essentially like an in-archetype BLS, obviously not as broken, but for the time, this card was actually pretty formidable. You just banish 2 6 Sams from the graveyard to summon. It's 2200 attack, and you can just target a face-up monster and destroy it. And Nishi can't attack, which kind of sucks, but the thing is, it's still free removal. It's another body, and kind of just fits with the theme of Six Samurai wanting to swarm the field. In addition to that, there was Spirit of the Six Samurai, which was a Union Monster Equip card, which was actually incredibly powerful. It not only gave the monsters attack, it allowed you to draw cards. It was just a very solid all-around card. Now, here is one of the huge payoffs for playing Gladiator Beast. Gladiator Beast Terraclenos. Now, it requires you to have 3 Gladiator Beasts to contact fuse into it. One of them has to be Laquari, so it is a very high investment card, but oh man, this card is ridiculous. During either player's turn, when a spell or trap is activated, you can discard a card, negate the activation, and if you destroy it, it has to be face up on the field to activate and resolve the effect, but there's no once per turn clause on there, so this card was a force to be reckoned with. I think this card was like $250 to $300. It was just that broken. Interestingly enough, we also had Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror released in this set. These are cards that really don't see play much anymore, but back in the day, and especially leading up till modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror have actually been cards that people have side decked and sometimes even main decked as a way to just counteract light or dark focused strategies. They're common, so they should be pretty easy for us to pick up, and honestly, they make pretty good cards for the progression series depending on the direction that Gage and I go. And of course, we had a handful of secret rares that we had the opportunity of getting. Of course, these cards are not really the best. I mean, Dragon Ice, Tongue Twister, Screech, Royal Firestorm Guards is actually pretty good if you're playing Volcanics. Veil of Darkness, Necroface is actually pretty good, but again, it's a very specific deck you have to play. Gilgarth, to be fair, Soul Taker's actually pretty decent. Magic Formula, and Silent Doom. Gladiators Assault also had a lot of issues with printing, so there was a lot of cards from this set that had like the artwork of one card and then the name and like the entire other like card border of another one. So it's pretty notorious for misprints, and the misprints are actually very highly collectible as a result of that. So just a little factoid, but overall, that's really it from Gladiators Assault. I think we're really just wanting to pull some good Gladiator Beast cards, maybe some of the 6-Sam cards as well. Let's go ahead and start cracking.
Gladiators Assault, huh? Let's go, baby. 24 packs of it. Let's see if we can get lucky. Just looking for a couple cool things. Gladiator Beasts are dope. I hope I can pull a whole bunch of those, because that might be a strategy I visit later. So let's open them up. Let's see what we get here. Flip them up. Just a couple cool things. You know, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror is a really, really sick trap card to be able to pull. Nothing else too special from there. Oh, the Hopalopalopolis. He's a big bro. Man, it just surprised me how many of these Glads are all like in the common rare slots. Secutor's pretty cool, pretty important. Marmillo is huge. This is the Monster Popper guy, and we got one of him. That's really neat. That's like one of the ones you want to toolbox. Oh, okay, our first super rare there. We got another Marmillo. That's the second one there, and we got a Cloudian Sheep Cloud. Oh, the Cloudian meta. We got the Smoke Ball, too. It's coming together. Oh, another super Cunning of the Six Samurai. Those 6 Sams we pulled last set, oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a 6-Sam deck brewing. Am I going to play it? Oh no. Oh no. Light Imprisoning Mirror, though, not bad, not bad.
All right, guys, so 24 packs of Gladiators Assault. Let me go ahead and run through the game plan here. We're trying to get a play set of Gladiator Beast Laquari, which is a rare, so it's not impossible. Well, we've had some weird rare luck in the series. Also, 1 copy of Gladiator Beast Marmillo. You only really need 1. Bestiari's a common, so we should get a play set, although I only got 2 Snipe Hunter out of Cyberdark Impact, so explain that. If we get Heraclenos or a Test Tiger, that's like a bonus, but we're not going to be playing Glads this round. We still need some support cards from future sets, like Proving Ground, I believe, is either next set or the set following, but if we get the Laquari and the Bestiaries and the Marmillo, we're going to be sitting pretty strong at a great foundation for the deck, and that's really what I want to accomplish here. So 24 packs, let's go ahead and flip it up, and nothing to write home about. There's our first Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Again, we're probably not going to be playing this now, but if Gage ever decides to go like super heavy into dark, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror is going to put in work coming out of the side deck. There's a super rare Cunning of the Six Samurai. This card wasn't particularly played a lot. It was played as like a one-of sometimes. We don't get like the really good 6-Sam support for a few more sets, but it's a nice throwback for sure. We also got that paired with the Spirit of the Six Samurai. We got a Spartacus as well, which is just like not good. I really wish this was a Laquari. Well, there's a secret rare, but it's not the secret rare that we wanted. We got Gilgarth, which is just an 1800 vanilla, a big throwback for any of the Merrick fans out there, but that could have been a Heraclenos, and that would have been insane. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool.
Another super rare right back to back there. Malicious Edge. Not gonna even talk about it, bro. Not gonna even talk about it. Oh, ultra rare. A Nishi, Sheehan's Counselor. Maybe I do gotta start considering these. Bro, we had like what? We had Shogun the last set or something like that. We got a Nishi? I think a Nishi's pretty cool, right? Oh yeah, a Nishi looks pretty sick. Banish 2 6-Sams from the graveyard. Summon him. pop a face-up dude every turn. That's pretty alright. Updraft. I've never seen this card before. What does this thing do? Remove all fog counters from the... That's probably why I don't know what that card does. Alright. Oh, another ultra rare evil hero, Lightning Golem. Cool, dude. Very cool. Yep. Wow, coming up on the last 5 packs here. There's been nothing dope in this set that I've pulled. Definitely not enough to build a Gladiator Beast deck. Bestiaries are rare, isn't it? I haven't hit one of them yet. That's disappointing. It might even be a common, actually. And I've yet to hit it still. That's another Cunning. Dude, these 6-AMs, bro. I really do gotta consider them. Last 2 packs, Gladiators Assault. It's been a rough opening, guys. It's been a rough opening, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing. Ooh, man. I got like Imprisoning mirrors out the wazoo, which is cool. That's good to throw into like the side deck for maybe later. Got 2 Cunnings. Whoa, but yeah, this has been disappointing. I don't know if there's anything gonna change with the list today. Maybe nothing at all, dude. I didn't get anything from those champion packs either.
Okay, here we go. Here's our first copy of Laquari. We also got a Gladiator Beast Alexander. I'm not sure if this is particularly good. This was never really played. It is kind of big though. It's 2400 attack, so maybe just as like a 1-of if you want a really big monster. I guess a Demakari as well, but that's a really good start. We only need 2 more, and we still have plenty of packs to go, so let's hope for the best. Are you serious? We pulled the Ghost Rare. Elemental Hero Chaos Neos. That is insane. Now, remember how I alluded to earlier how this set is notorious for a bunch of weird misprints? There's actually like a Rainbow Dragon equivalent of Elemental Hero Chaos Neos where it's like the text is on Chaos Neos, but the art, it's like completely warped and not how it should be. Really, really cool piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! History, but wow, that is insane. It's just unfortunate that we can't actually play this card. Okay, so there's a copy of Murmillo, so that is off the list. So we just need our 2 additional copies of Laquari, and we should be looking pretty good. There's another super rare, another copy of Alexander. That is so unfortunate. We got a Night Imprisoning Mirror and another copy of Bestiari. I might have my playset already, but let's just keep going on. We really, really need those Laquaris. Any luck? No. Well, there's another super rare Updraft for all you Cloudian lovers out there. Cloudians also debuted in this set, and there's a reason I didn't mention them. It's because they are god-awful. I think I jinxed myself because we just got a second copy of Updraft within 4 extra packs following the first one. Wow, that's unfortunate. Another super rare Energy Absorbing Monolith, another card that's not particularly good, but the artwork on this card is pretty cool, I will admit. Well, apparently I like the artwork so much that the pack generator decided to give me another copy of Energy Absorbing Monolith. Thanks, game. And the holos just keep coming. Here is an Evil Hero Inferno Wing for all you Evo Hero players out there. Man, that artwork is super, super cool. Talk about a throwback, but all these holos, and I cannot get 2 more copies of Laquari to save my life. We only have a few packs left. Let's just go ahead and send it and see if we can get it. No luck there. Okay, we got a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Not too bad. We're going to go here. A third Energy Absorbing Monolith is just like a meme at this point. Oh my god. All right, well, 1 pack left. Please just be a second Laquari. Like, I'd be satisfied with that. No. Okay, well, I think the Gladiator Beast dream is dead. I was being really optimistic, but I'm pretty sure we got a playset of Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, so that's pretty good. We got a lot of holos, all of which don't do really a whole lot, but let's go ahead and throw this into Dueling Book and see what we can come up with.
Notice any differences? Well, you shouldn't. I didn't change anything about the list today. Nothing good in the champion packs today. Nothing good in Gladiators Assault. Just a disappointing opening today. We'll get another stab at it, though, after we win another game, though. I'm feeling comfortable. The deck performed extremely well. Better than I could have ever predicted last match. 2-0s back-to-back here. I'm just feeling really, really solid about how the list stands right now. Some people are encouraging me to play more lights. I've only got 2 Chaos targets. I got a painful choice. I'm not too worried about it. Half of them are searchable with Rhoda. So far, this list has been slamming, bamming, turkey and hamming, and I'm ready to give Alex those fisticuffs again. No changes, nothing really to consider. Let's just hop back into the mix, see if he changes anything about his strategy. If he doesn't, oh, it's looking a little rough for him. Really wish I would have gotten a Jar from Champion Pack, dude. Oh man, that would have changed so much. Jar would have been sick. But, here we are again. Let's just hop back into the mix, see what Alex has got against us. Good luck, dude.
So like I said earlier, we're not going to be playing Gladiator Beast this episode. We only got 1 Laquari anyway, so that's all the more reason not to play that deck. We get more support in the future, so maybe with some lucky rolls on the wheel or different things occurring, it might be possible, but I'm not super optimistic. But here we are with our deck, and we have some pretty significant changes. So the biggest change going into this game, and I don't know if this is correct, we're going to have to find out, but I am no longer going to worry about Chaos Emperor Dragon. The last game illustrated that Gage doesn't even need Emperor to win, and my deck was so oriented around trying to balance between having a good deck, but also having cards that counter Emperor, and I really think those two philosophies are on two opposite ends of the spectrum, so it's kind of hard to balance both. I feel like going much more headfirst into the direction of having a very well-composed deck might be the better way to go. I still have cards that do combat Emperor. I have Book of Moon, I have Bottomless, I have Torrential, Trap Does Shoot technically outs it, so there are ways I can deal with it. And to be fair, he can't really search Emperor, so since I have 6 outs to his 2 Emperors, I'm in that case 3 times as likely to see one of my outs. Now obviously these cards can be removed and different things like that can happen, but I wanted to just make a much more streamlined deck, and man did this take me back. One of my first ever like competitive experiences at a regional back in 2007 was a deck that was very similar to this, as a matter of fact, so I've definitely gotten really nostalgic building this one. So let's quickly do the card by card. Starting off with 2 Breaker the Magical Warrior. This card is just incredible. It's a 1900 beater if I don't remove the counter, otherwise it's just spell and trap removal, and we don't have a lot of it, so it's really great. Cyber Dragon, Dekoichi, 1 guard and triple spy. Board presence is going to be more important than ever in this deck specifically, and spy is one of the best cards at maintaining that board presence. We have Jinzo back in the main deck. This may shock a lot of you, but my philosophy for not playing Jinzo was I didn't want to give Gage a free pass at Emperor, but now that I'm not worrying about Emperor, I've decided to slide Jinzo back in. It pretty much just shuts down all of his cards like his Wing Blast, his Compulse, his Bottomless, all that, and I am free to just keep piling on the pressure. Yeah, sure, you know, shutting off my own traps may be bad, but we're not even playing that many traps anymore anyway. Not to mention, Book of Moon can still work under Jinzo, so if Gage does happen to get Emperor, I have as many books as he has Emperors, so it's a pretty fair likelihood that that'll even out over time. Obviously, we'll have to see, but that's my philosophy there. 2 Legendary Jujutsu Master. This card has made its way back into the main deck, keeping with the philosophy of wanting to maintain board presence because we have a lot of tribute monsters now. This is a really good one at doing so. While it doesn't necessarily generate us advantage, it sets Gage back a turn if he decides to attack into it foolishly. It will Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, or whatever attacks into it back to the top of his deck, sets him back a turn because he loses the monster on the field. He's going to draw the same monster again, and it's 1800 defense, so it's pretty annoying for him to get over. Even if he attacks into it with like a Monarch or something, that's basically a dead draw if we can keep his field completely empty. 2 copies of Mobius. We have upped Mobius to 2, and for good reason. I think looking at the last 2 episodes, my biggest issue is not having enough proactive threats, and while upping the amount of tribute monsters is a potential risk because of cards like Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, because they can be potential dead draws, having a constant pressure of 2400 attack that can basically attack over anything that we're dealing with here, I think is huge. And so I want to be able to just put on as much offensive pressure as possible, just try to close the game out as quickly as I can before Emperor becomes an issue. 1 Morphing Jar. This is just a way to refresh our hand. This card can be really good if we're behind or ahead and just want to close a game out. 2 Mystic Tomato. We played these in the last episode, but we never really got to see them. Similar in line to the rest of the deck, Tomato can replace itself. It can also get Snipe Hunter, which is really cool. So I think having this just as a nice little recruiter to float into something else like a Sangan, then tribute that for like a Monarch is just a huge, huge push. 1 copy of Ryza because we only have 1, but it is the best. 1 Snipe Hunter. I'm down to 1 because I can search it with Sangan, with Mystic Tomato, and actually Last Will in addition to that. So Snipe Hunter, I feel like I want to try to maintain as much card advantage as possible, and Snipe Hunter removes a lot of card advantage. This is kind of a card you want to play when you know you're going to like go for the win, and so I don't want my hand to get clogged with too many of these, and so I bumped this down to 1. I am playing another one in the side, however. 1 Thestalos and 1 Zaborg. We're playing 6 tribute monsters in total, so that's a big package, but we have a lot of ways to get to them, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Zaborg's just nice for hitting any of his set monsters, especially flip monsters, and Thestalos, while it isn't the Kingslayer white magical hat, it's the next best thing. It's another big body. It can rip other powerful cards out of his hand, and it'll keep him on his toes. For the spells, 2 Book of Moon. I've decided to keep this in reluctantly because solely the interaction with Jinzo scares me a bit, and Book of Moon, I am playing a lot of large monsters, so I think this is fine. It also dodges my body as a shield, which Gage has been on as of late, and so I kind of like this as a way to deal with that. 2 copies of Brain Control. This is a great card in tandem with the Monarchs, and now that I'm playing 6 tribute monsters, I feel pretty good about putting Brain Control in the main deck. No better way to not only get rid of his own monsters, but it's a way to dodge my body as a shield as well. This card interacts very well with that, and I can't wait to see Gage's face when we take all of his threats. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm. Last Will is a card that I definitely overlooked when I first pulled it, but I think for this deck specifically and wanting to maintain that board presence, Last Will is going to be huge. Even just getting into something like Mystic Tomato or Sangen, just to have a monster on the field to continuously help us float, or go into something like a Snipe Hunter to close out the game, this card is going to be ridiculous. 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Regeki, 2 Smashing Ground for a little bit of removal. Obviously, my body counters it, but I want to keep him off monsters as best I can. 1 Snatch Steal, similar in line to Brain Control, but Snatch Steal allows us to keep the monster, so I think that's a little bit better. For the traps, 2 Bottomless. Yes, my body can counter this, but Bottomless is kind of like the best one. It stops Emperor specifically. That's another reason I kept it in. It also just actually deals with the Monarch, so even though he will get to use some of the effects, at least I can get rid of the Monarch at the same time. 1 Imperial Order to stop any of his powerful spells. 1 Pulling the Rug. This is essentially our 3rd copy of Bottomless, except it actually negates the effect of the Monarch too. So not only does it get rid of it, it will actually negate it, so I won't lose like the extra spell and trap off of a Mobius summon. So I think this is pretty good. I only pulled 1. I would have sided more otherwise. 1 Torrential and 1 Trap Dust Shoot. Moving on to the side deck, 3 copies of Banisher of the Radiance, 1 Dimensional Fissure, and 1 Macrocosmos. This is just our macro package. See, we can pull 3 rares. It's just not going to be Laquari. I like this in case Gage is on some other weird strategy. Banisher is not bad, but again, these cards don't really do anything, and they're kind of just easy bait for stuff like Wing Blast, so I don't feel super confident main decking these. 1 Kaiku in the side as well. If I feel like I really need the Kaiku just to keep Gage's graveyard at bay to prevent Emperor, I still want to have this card in the side. A 2nd Snipe Hunter. I think I'll side this in when I know I'm going 2nd, just because I can be a little bit more aggressive and I have an extra card to work with. 2 My Body. This is another card I'm still iffy about. I was going to main deck one of these, but I decided to move it into the side for now because I want to see how many cards he's playing that My Body will interact with. 2 Mind Crush. Mind Crush is pretty cool because it's a way to deal with Emperor and other cards that doesn't interact with My Body as a shield. I was going to main deck this actually in place of Bottomless, but Bottomless is just better in most instances. If he has My Body, so be it, but I think Mind Crush might make its way into the main deck in games 2 and 3. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I didn't want to give this card up entirely because it's still very good, but I got tired in the last few games of just having to waste cards because he was being so aggressive, and so Wing Blast when you're behind is not good, but when you're ahead, it's super powerful, so I wanted to just have a much more streamlined strategy. And then wrapping things up, 2 copies of Sakuretsu Armor, just some simple 1-for-1 removal. Again, My Body can stop this, which is why I'm not super on it at the moment. I was going to main deck this just to make him worried that I actually have it, but Pulling the Rug's kind of just better. It also stops the Monarch's effect from triggering, so that's kind of ultimately why I cut Sakuretsu Armor, because I think Pulling the Rug, although it only really applies to Monarchs, I think my defensive monsters can kind of hold off all the rest of his cards, so Sakuretsu Armor isn't too necessary. A lot of big changes, a lot's going to happen, and we are going to ensure that we win this and cut Gage's winning streak short. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what Gage brought to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, I am 100% winning this. I refuse to let you go 3-0. It's not going to happen, so I'm bringing the Assault. Not the Gladiators Assault, but the Assault.
Coming from the man that went 14-0, you talk a lot more smack than I do, dude. I swear.
I don't know what you're referring to, and, you know, maybe the viewers will have to go back to corroborate your story, but, you know, just because I may have went on an excessively long win streak doesn't mean you're allowed to do the same.
No, it's my turn now. It's my turn. It's only fair. Didn't your mom ever tell you to take turns as a kid, dude? Let me win a couple.
I'm sorry. I was actually an only child for most of my life growing up, so I didn't have to share, unlike you.
All right, you spoiled only child. Okay.
So before we start, as always, we have to shout out one of our patrons over on Patreon. So big shout outs this episode to Draco Falcone. Gage, are you ready?
Alex, I'm always ready, dude. Let's get into it.
Okay. Let's see if you can beat... Ooh, okay.
Oh, you're not consulting the dice today?
I am consulting the dice.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Apparently you and the dice are evenly matched today, but not for long. Easy. I will go ahead and start by going 2nd. And go ahead, buddy.
Good luck, duelist.
Good luck to you as well.
All right, we'll go standby main. I'm going to kick it off with a clean Erota.
Sure.
With said Rhoda, I'm going to pick up, where is she? The DD Warrior Lady.
That's fine.
All right. I will simply set a card, and I'll end my turn. Go ahead, dude.
Interesting. I will draw. Well, I'm inclined to believe that you set a warrior lady, but there's also a myriad of other cards that you could have set as well, and that has me a little bit worried.
It could be anything, dude. Absolutely anything.
I don't really like my options too much here. Would you really just Rhoda for warrior lady and set it? All right. I'm going to fire off Regeki.
Okay. I mean, unfortunately, it was the DD Warrior Lady. I did use it because it was convenient, but...
I'm kind of okay with that, though, to be fair, because DD Warrior Lady would have been a pain to deal with anyway. I think I'm just going to set, and then I'll set not 1, but 2, and I'll pass.
All right, that's a lot. I'm going to draw. Stand by main. That's a pretty cool combo. Screw it, let's go for it. All right, I'm going to activate Cold Wave.
Cold Wave this early? Oh, God. I don't like that. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. I'm going to drop down the Snipe Hunter.
Oh, boy. This is not good.
Snipe Hunter, I'm going to target this face down, and I'm going to discard for cost.
I have no response.
All right, cool. Let's hope I don't... Come on, just hit it. All right, cool.
All
right, get ready.
It was the jar.
Oh, that was a big hit. Oh, that jar was going to get scary, dude. Whew. All right, I'm just going to go battle phase. I'm going to sink 15 into you here.
Sure, that's fine.
Your turn, dude.
Okay, so this has me a little bit worried because you set up your grave, but you didn't drop Emperor under a Cold Wave, which is kind of suspect. I'm kind of interested to know why. Maybe you don't have it? That's a weird one. I'll normal summon Breaker, get my counter, and we'll hit over Snipe Hunter for 400.
I will take that 400. That is fine.
I am under Cold Wave, so I cannot do anything with spells or traps, so I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by main. I'll set a monster cardo, and I will pass the turn.
All right, I will draw. Interesting decision here. I'm going to go battle phase. Let's hit into this.
Sure, it is Gravekeeper's Guard. I'm just going to bounce back.
I'm pretty okay with that.
He can go back.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll take Breaker back to my hand. Main 2, I'm going to Smashing Ground the Guard.
That is going to take care of it.
And I'll set a card and pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Well, you don't have Jar anymore, which is good. I like you don't have Jar anymore.
Got to turn that happy face into a sad face.
Damn, dude, this is rough. All right, I'm just going to... Why would you set the Breaker? You wouldn't do that. So you have Breaker in hand plus some kind of set card here. Could be Magician of Faith, and you get back that Raigeki. That's scary. I feel like I kind of have to. I'm going to normal summon Snipe Hunter.
I'm going to bottomless the Snipe Hunter.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just going to end my turn then. Go ahead.
Feeling pretty good. I'll draw. Let's see. I'm going to start by flipping up this copy of Gravekeeper's Spy.
Yep. Go ahead. You can spy.
Yep. I will get an additional copy of Spy. Thinking what I want to do here. What am I worried about? Dark Hole's kind of a problem. I think I can manage it. All right, so I'm going to tribute summon Mobius.
Okay. Is Mobius...
No effect. Mobius is not mandatory. It's optional.
Wow. Most of those are mandatory. Okay, like Ryza is mandatory. Zaborg.
Correct. Mobius is one of the few that isn't, which if you didn't think he could get any better, Mobius is just king. I'm going to follow that up with a copy of Last Will.
Oh, holy shit, dude. I was wondering when you would play that thing. Oh, my God.
I think it's finally time to bring this out to the board. So I'm actually going to bring out a copy of Sangan. So this will insulate me from a board wipe. And we're going to get in for a lot of damage here.
How much is this total here?
This is 4,600.
4,600. I can't believe Last Will was legal, dude. That card's so good.
I'll pass the turn. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by main.
Better have the Dark Hole.
I'm 100% dead next turn, so...
Correct.
You've got it. We'll go game 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't battle that. That's a lot.
Was it that easy?
It won't be that easy. Don't worry. We got 2 more games.
Man, Gage, I am feeling so good after that last one. That is exactly the pick-me-up that I needed after getting completely smashed the last few episodes.
Don't worry. You get your one game. I got these other 2. I'm going to go second duelist. It's time to duel. Good luck, dude.
All right, good luck to you as well. Hopefully my hand's pretty good, and it is when you start with Pot of Greed.
Always. Look at him smiling, man. He's always happy to be there.
My smirk on my face is probably just as big right now. I will go ahead and set a monster. I'll set a face down, and I'll pass to you.
All right. The T-set pass. I will draw.
Classic.
Stand by main. I'm going to play, hey, you saw this last game, Rhoda.
I did, and then I completely destroyed the DD Warrior Lady. But
you sure did. You murked it, but this time it's going to get in some work, I think, here. I'm going to pick up Warrior Lady again.
That's fine.
Dude, what if that's Jar? There's no way that's Jar. You have 4 cards in hand.
I could have all monsters.
You could. That's so scary.
The mind games.
I'll set 2 cards, and I will end my turn. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw.
You like that board composition there? Look at that. Like,
It's playing around the mech knights, of course.
oh yeah, of course.
I'm gonna flip this guard. We'll bounce this back to your hand.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, I'll sack off the guard for a copy of Jinzo.
Jinzo is okay. He's Jinzo.
He's Jinzo. He's coming in.
Coming in hot. 24. I'll take it.
Yep. Main 2. I'll just set a card. Go ahead.
I will draw. I'm gonna set again.
Sure.
And I will set another face down card, and I'll just pass. Go ahead, Duels.
Another useless face down. I will draw. All right. I want to keep the aggression going. I'm going to normal summon a copy of Sangan.
Yeah.
Go to battle phase. We'll attack with Jinzo.
All right. I'm going to get my own Sangan off.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to pick up a Knight Assailant.
Okay. Expected. I will attack you for 1,000.
I will take that 1,000 happily, Duelist.
I will just pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to draw. Stand my main.
Searching that Knight Assailant means he's a little bit desperate to out this Jinzo, I feel.
I'm going to start my turn by normal summoning DD Warrior Lady.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Warrior Lady's fine.
All right. I'm going to activate enemy controller. I'm going to tribute my DD Warrior Lady. I'm going to try to take that Jinzo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, he's mine. I get to take him for a spin. Let's go. I am going to banish a light and a dark.
Oh, God. Disgusting.
Yep. I'm going to summon the Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's A-okay?
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. All right, we'll go battle phase.
Sure.
I'll punch over your Sangan for 1,000 there.
I'll take 14 from this and then 3,000 from the Emperor.
Yep, make sure you get your Sangan search too. It's mandatory.
Correct. Just wanted to skip a step there and just do that now. Okay, well, interesting decision here. Whatever I take, you're probably just going to Emperor and I'm just going to lose that card most likely. So I guess I will grab a copy of Gravekeeper's Spy.
Sure, you can have him. All right, main phase 2, you did guess correctly. Big Daddy is going to be nuking that field.
Yep, and I'm just dead anyway, so...
Are you literally dead?
Look at do the math! I was hoping you wouldn't see it.
Maybe I'm that bad at math. Let's see here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, plus another 12. You're dead! Let's go! Dude, honestly, though, you were screwed, though. Look at this. I was going to pitch Knight Assailant. Oh, you didn't even let me show you. I was going to pitch...
No, not even going to happen.
All right, I'll tell you about it all afterwards. Don't worry. Easy game, too.
You know, Gage, I literally said in the deck profile portion, Jinzo, the only reason I haven't been playing it was because of Emperor, and that was exactly the scenario where I didn't want to see Emperor come down.
You read your own prophecy, bro. It was over. Yeah. The writing was on the wall.
It was. We're going to go second. That did good for us in the first game, so we're going to game 3 for the first time in a while here. Good luck.
Good luck, Duelist. This should be a good one. I will set a 1, a 2, a 3, and I'll end my turn. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Tootsie Pop Owl over there. I'll draw. All right. What do you want to do here? I'm going to set and pass.
Oh, interesting. All right, I'll draw. Stand by main. Let's get some value going, baby. I'm going to flip up this Knight Assailant. I'm going to pop that face down.
Goes the legendary Jiu-Jitsu master.
What the fuck is that thing, dude? What? All right. I'm going to summon Tsukiyomi, and with its mandatory effect, I'm going to reflip down this Knight Assailant.
Oh, disgusting. Yep.
Battle phase, let's get him for an 11.
I'll take it.
All right, end phase, Suk retreats. It's your turn.
All right, I'll draw. Well, that's a bit annoying, I have to say. I do have a somewhat easy way, I suppose, to deal with Knight Assailant. It's not my favorite, but I suppose it gets the job done. I'll normal summon a Sangan.
Yeah.
Go to battle phase, we'll hit into Knight Assailant.
I'll activate Book of Moon on your Sangan.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Main 2, I'm in a Dark Hole.
Oh, you're wild. No, you said you really don't want that. All right, that's fine.
I just don't want you to keep getting the value. Like, yeah, Sangan replaces itself, which I will do as I talk here, but I just don't want you to keep doing the loop.
That's fair. That loop is scary when I get that value running.
Yeah, I think I'm going to grab myself a copy of... Grab myself a Mystic Tomato.
Okay.
And I'll pass a turn.
Okay, cool. I will draw. I'll summon Witch of the Black Forest.
Sure.
I'll get in there for 11.
I'll take it.
All right, your turn.
I'll draw. A little bit of a slower game we got going on here.
Grindy. Yes, sir.
You got Tsukiyomi in hand. I'll normal summon Mystic Tomato.
Sure.
I'm gonna hit over this witch.
Sure, I will take 300, and I will get my witch search. Whoops.
Sure.
Hey, declared it. Gotta let you know. Yo, could you imagine if you could search Cyber Dragon?
That would be insane. I think there's a reason they gave him 1600
yeah, dude,
defense.
Holy smokes, that would be nutty. I'll pick up the Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke.
Okay. Main 2, I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I'll draw. I'm just going to set a card, and I'm going to end my turn duelist. Go ahead.
Didn't summon the Sasuke. That's interesting. I'll draw. Oh, that's pretty good. Why would you not summon the Sasuke? You wouldn't set the Sasuke. That doesn't make any sense. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to tribute this Mystic Tomato for Zaborg.
Yeah, you get a Zaborg, pop that face down?
Yes, sir.
You sure are. That is A-okay.
It was the Sasuke. Oh, God, that's not good. Hit him for 24?
Yep, I'm going to take it.
Okay. You must have not wanted the tomato to trigger.
Tomato
That's
is
the only
scary,
thing
dude.
that I could figure. Yeah, I mean, it's like fine, I suppose. All right, well, now I got to think about this. You purposely set Sasuke, which tells me you have Emperor, because, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't have done anything else otherwise. Interesting. I'll just set a card and pass. Go ahead.
All right, during the end phase, I'll activate Dust Tornado, and I'll get
I
rid of it.
100% knew that was Dust Tornado.
Yep.
You're fine.
Draw. I wish that card was better. You did have the correct read. We got our big friend here coming down here. So we'll special Chaos Daddy.
Yep.
We'll normal. A good old Sangan.
Disgusting.
And I'll go battle phase.
Okay, so I take 16 total from both of these.
Main phase 2.
This would be 2,700 damage if you commit to the Emperor.
Thanks, math man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit. All right, I'm gonna pay the 1,000 for it.
Okay, I'll take the 27 from all of our cards getting sent to the graveyard.
What'd I get rid of there? Spy, Jujitsu Man, Dekoichi. That is a monster-packed hand, bro.
It was a very monster-packed hand. Weren't you curious why I wasn't doing anything?
I'm gonna trigger that Sangan.
Sure. Interesting. You had confiscation.
Yeah, I
mean, I guess you were gonna Emperor anyway. So
yeah, it was a weird spot because I was like, do I confiscation get a look? But if you have like something, then I wasted a card to deal burn damage. But
sure. I mean, it's 300 at the end of the day.
It is. It's pretty big. Do I have any monsters with just 1,500 attack? Oh, I got one. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick up Snipe Hunter.
I was gonna say you've got a good one.
Yeah, he's pretty all right. Go ahead, your turn.
All right, need a good one. Need a very good draw here. Fuck my life.
Is it over? Is it over? It's over. Good game, dude. I drew a second one. Yeah.
Fucking Emperor, dude.
That card is so good, dude. Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
Gores in Ryza to block the attack.
Oh, dude, Gores is gonna get scary once we get Gores. Oh,
we don't get Gores.
No,
it comes in a gold set, so we don't ever get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh well. Never gotta play around Gores. Good games though, dude. That was a good
Good games. This is what I needed. To be fair, Snipe Hunter. Okay, for fun. Pitch for Snipe Hunter and try to pop Breaker, and let's just see if it would have resolved. It doesn't matter, but you would have done this 100%. Okay, it would have resolved. So
I
it
still
wouldn't
would have
matter.
won. All right.
Yeah. I don't like Snipe Hunter is like so difficult to deal with.
What the
dude.
fuck? Wait, did you side in pulling the rug?
No, I was actually main decking it.
You're main decking the pulling the rug for what?
because you're on the Monarchs.
I mean, yeah, but like, how many are you maining?
I'm just maining. I only pulled one, so I'm just maining one.
Okay, that's
bottom.
bottom.
So the philosophy with pulling the rug is A, you can't my body it. B, it actually negates the effect of the Monarch too. Whereas bottomless trap pull, it gets rid of the monster, but it doesn't negate the effect. So like in the case of like Mobius, I actually get to keep my other card. In the case of Ryza, I get to keep whatever you would have spun. So
That's fair.
I feel like because especially you're like pretty like high on my body, at least you were in the last episode. Pulling the rug's kind of like a neat little way to play around it. It doesn't interact, I don't think, with any other card in your deck, unfortunately.
It
so
does.
That's kind of the
so it
downside.
does Tsukiyomi too. That's the only other thing.
That's true. It would do Tsukiyomi, but like, it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. That's an interesting tech. I'm surprised you even main decked it. Because, like, that's such few things to be able to interact with pulling the rug. Like, yours, I have two of them in my side deck, and I was thinking, like, oh, I can hit it your Breaker, any of your Monarchs, too. You're playing a lot more Monarchs, too. You got Zaborg, Mobius, Ryza.
Well, okay, so to be fair, I was playing those three in the last episode, but this episode, I actually put in Jinzo, I put in the second Mobius, and I put in Thestalos as well.
Oh, you went hard.
So,
holy shit.
Yeah, so the philosophy with this was so much of my deck just like most of the time didn't do anything. I would have these cards cards and we'd be at these like stalemate positions and nothing would ever happen because I'd never have like a card to threaten you. And so it doesn't matter if I have like spies set or like tomatoes out because I'm not tributing them for anything. And so this is actually very indicative of the time where they played like 6 to 7 like tribute monsters. They would play like 3 Zaborg, 3 Ryza, or like, you know, 3, 2, and then like a Mobius on top of it, or sometimes even Jinzo. And obviously our format's different. It's not nearly the same as like what it was back in 2007. But like in the game one, that was like a lot, really how I pictured it. Just like always having a monster for tribute fodder, being able to just bring out the big threats. And then once I get to like a Mobius or a Zaborg, I can always hit over Spy. I can always hit over like any card in your deck. And so it was like fine. It actually gave like some fodder for the cards like Mystic Tomato and Sangan just to get a ton more value. But just Emperor, dude. Emperor was a card that I actually didn't really respect this round because last round you didn't have Emperor at all and I lost. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, I can still play outs to Emperor. I have Book of Moon. I have Bottomless. I have a, you know, Torrential. Trap Dust Shoot kind of counts too. I've got some cards that can take out Emperor. But my deck was so focused in the last few episodes on like playing like a million outs to Emperor. And there were some episodes where you've never summoned it. And so I was kind of thinking, okay, well, if I just try to make the best deck possible, have some outs to Emperor, but just like basically do my best to not worry about it, you know, that's fine. But this game 3 is exactly the problem. I had a hand of like 4 monsters and like no way to interact with you at all. And I don't think you really had you had the one Dust Tornado, but other than Dust Tornado, you had no way to clear any back row. So
oh yeah, I had none. So
I figured I just had to try something else different because I lost the last 2 rounds, and I don't know. It's playing against Emperor is just so difficult.
The card is like, you got to respect it too. It's like there's more outs now because we don't have priority, but like still, if it resolves, and especially if I back it up with like Sangan or Witch, it's over. Just
this is also frightening though with Snipe Hunter, because the fact that you can search Snipe Hunter off of a Sangan or a Witch, that means that essentially no matter what I draw, you have a 66% chance to just pop it and then can just win the game if my life total is low enough, which most of the time it is, where before you didn't really have a way to do that. You would kind of just search another Witch. You might search, you know, some other smaller card just to like have another card. But now with Snipe Hunter, oh man, like I would need a top deck like Pot of Greed or just something crazy, or like some like a Bottomless maybe, just to even like threaten the Snipe Hunter.
Yep.
I don't know. That's rough. That's really, really rough.
Yeah, I'm just curious, what took you so long to play Last Will, dude? That card's so crazy.
My theory with Last Will, the last several decks that I've been playing, I hadn't played any monsters under 1500 attack that were like worth summoning off of Last Will. I wasn't playing Sangan, I wasn't playing Mystic Tomato. Last episode I could have played it then. But all my monsters were like flip effects that had like measly attack. So there wasn't really a purpose to play Last Will, I saw, because like, what am I going to do? Summon like a spy face up? Like, I guess that's something, I suppose, but I don't know. It didn't really make sense to me. But this episode, it definitely made sense. We got to see it put in work, but unfortunately, just couldn't get that W.
Man, 3-0, dude. I'm smashing. Did you get anything from Gladiators Assault? Jesus, Gladiators Assault.
I got the Ghost Rare, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no way! Digital Ghost Rare, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, right? I'm rich. Yeah, so I got Ghost Neos, which is cool, but yeah, I got a bunch of holos. I was really trying to get a playset of Laquari just to play Glad Beast. I only got one, so that I
didn't get any, dude. I didn't get any. I got absolute butt from I got nothing from Gladiators Assault. I didn't change the list at all.
There isn't like a generic good card like the last several sets typically have to throw in here. You know, Cyberdark Impact, a Snipe Hunter, Enemy of Justice, or not Enemy. I don't know. Some set had Pot of Avarice. Lost Millennium had, you know, Brain Control. You know, Mobius was Soul of the Duels. Things like that. This set didn't have that. It was like Gladiator Beast, 6 Samurai, Cloudian. That's pretty much all you got to choose from.
I got a couple of like 6 Sam cards. I got like 2 Cunnings and then 1 Nishi and stuff. And I was like, oh man,
nice.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
maybe I gotta
cool.
consider these 6 Sams here. But Gateway's coming around the corner too, and so maybe we'll consider it then.
Gateway and United are not too far off. Sheehan is also only a few sets away too. So
he's scary
that's something
too.
that maybe some 6 Sam fans might have to look forward to. But yeah. What was your wheel?
Oh, I got Champion Packs again. I got Champion Pack 2. Which Champion Pack 2 is crazy, but I got nothing from it. I was so upset.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that.
I know you are, dude. I didn't get nothing. I got a super rare Smashing Ground.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, yeah, very shiny. That could have been
You were playing
Magician
that one
of
in your
Faith
deck, right?
Yeah. That could have been Magician of Faith or anything. The rares were nuts too, dude. I could have got Ring of Destruction or Morphing Jar, and I didn't get any of them, dude. So
I'm not sure if we're on Champion Pack 3 now. I'd have to see, because we're caught up finally.
Yeah, finally.
So you either get another crack at Champion Pack 2, or we move on to 3. We'll have to double check. And you'll know at the start of the next episode. Either way, Champion Packs are great. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, man, dude. They're definitely, right now, at least, over the wheel. But the next set, dude. The next set, if I win the next one, I might be begging for a wheel, dude. Do you want to tell the people what the next set is?
Phantom Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. This is the set that some people say ended Yu-Gi-Oh! For a moment in time. But yeah, Dark Arm Dragon was released in Phantom Darkness. There is a ton of extraordinarily powerful dark monsters in that set, which will synergize very well with Gage's setup. There's even just some good generic cards for both of us, I believe, in there as well. So it's going to be a pretty loaded set. And even if that doesn't end up being like super eventful, Light of Destruction's right after. So like you could delve into like Light Sworn Chaos, which is like very frightening because like you can actually load up your graveyard and it's like good that you're doing it.
Things are going to start picking up quick, dude. It's going to be scary, let me tell you. And if you thought I started winning now, just wait till I pull that Dark Arm Dragon. You'll never win another game, bro.
Well, here's the biggest thing. So I actually was looking at the calendar. On the first Monday of 2021 is the episode for Duelist Genesis. Talk about a way to bring in the new year,
wow,
Gage.
That's perfect, dude. Holy smacks. We're going right for the 5Ds. That's gorgeous.
That's going to be crazy. The synchros are coming in. We're going to have a ton of new strategies. Honestly, all the synchros I think are playable in our decks. Like, just play some certain tuner monsters just to be able to accommodate them. And yeah, it's going to get nutty. Stardust, Red Dragon Archfiend, Thought Ruler, even some of like the lesser like notable ones might just be fine because they're like big. And you have stuff like Sangen and Witch that you can trigger off of just synchro summoning. Oh my god.
You're forgetting about Goyo Guardian too. My boy Goyo is gonna get in there.
Pre-errata Goyo, so it's actually generic instead of requiring like specific like an earth. What
like
is
an
it?
Earth, I think it requires an earth tuner now or something like that.
Yeah, it's like unplayable, but that was like one of the most broken synchros ever created. So much that they had to errata it. But hopefully we get to show that off. If one of us gets Goyo, that's gonna be like, oh my god, imagine one of us makes Goyo and like steals like a monarch or something from the other person.
Dude, that man, it'd be like a whole year just blew you by in 1 second right there. Like, I thought these monarchs were crazy, man. No.
I know. It's going to be good, though. But I think we have 3 killer sets coming up to bring in not only the end of the year, but to start off 2021 big. And I'm super excited.
I'm excited, too, man. I can't wait. Loving this part of the series, too. I finally feel like we're starting to get things that are going to start changing the decks.
So, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Gage is on a 3-0 win streak. Congratulations, buddy. That's not going to happen next episode. I'm going to do everything I can, just like I did this episode, to make sure that doesn't happen. At least I got 1 win, but I'm sure Team Gage will be very happy to know that you are finally doing your best. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We do have to shout out our patrons over on Patreon before we go. So big shout outs to Gray Lane, Pony Stark, Michael Dente, Sylvia Wilds, Mystic Walk, Oli, Part 2, The G-Man 99, Logan Thomas, Dragon Lord GW, Jarvis Martin, Matthew Fehrenbacher, Dolly Wop, Thomas Nelson, The Astro Wolf, Emil Cohen, Dan the Man Hoban, The Synchro Guy, Dragon Nick, Steven Choppa, Jesse Wood, Alex Smith, Jordan Coons, and Lear Roche. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.